Making a short film is not difficult at all if you know the structure. When you decide to start writing a short film, a lot of information comes to mind, and it can be overwhelming to manage and organize it all. The best tool to help you is a roadmap or diagram that guides you step by step to write your short film in the best possible way. Short films, like feature films, follow a 3-act structure. However, the elements and characteristics within these acts are somewhat different from those found in feature film. In this video, we'll explore the 3-act structure of a short film along with all its elements and characteristics. Before we check out the structure of short film, don't forget to subscribe the channel and hit the bell so you never miss a video. Also, like this video to help YouTube show it to more people. The structure of a short film consists of 3 main components, each with its own subcomponents. The diagram you see is divided into sections, each representing an act of a short film. Each act introduces a specific themes and elements that together form the overall structure of the film. The first act represents the introduction. The second act builds the rising action, and the third act brings the resolution. The introduction of the first act consists of 7 key elements: setting, background, atmosphere, protagonist, conflict, action trajectory, and inciting incident. The rising action in the second act of the short film consists of 4 key elements: the crisis, the climax, the unexpected twist, and the unexpected ending. And finally, the resolution. It answers all the key questions of the film. However, some sub-questions may remain unanswered, leading to an open ending. All right. Now let me break down each of these elements in detail. The setting is part of introduction in the first act. It involves establishing the shots, introducing the protagonist, and presenting the time and place. The protagonist should be introduced immediately, and the story's time period and location must be quickly established. Since short films have limited time, it's crucial to set up the time, place, and characters as efficiently as possible. Next, we have the background. This element explores the cultural context of the film and reveals its core theme. It helps the audience understand the world of the story and what drives it. After that comes the atmosphere. This is where we set the overall tone of the film, whether it's somber, tense, comic, tragic, or logical. Since this is still part of the introduction and the first act, it's crucial to establish the right mood early on the guide to the audience expectations. The 4th key element in the introduction of the first act is the protagonist's introduction, which should happen as quickly as possible. We need to quickly understand the main characters or protagonists to connect with them and follow their journey. This helps us understand exactly what's happening, what the challenges are, and what the goal is. The 5th element is conflict. In a short film, the conflict is usually already in motion before the story begins. Instead of building up to it, we reveal it through the protagonist's action, dialogue, or environment.
مادر جان چقدر مصرف میشه؟ ما بر شما یک مقدار پول راهو میکنم.
Action trajectory is the 6th element of the first act in the short film. In the introduction of a screenplay, Act 1, the direction of a story is usually established by introducing the protagonist, their motivations, initial conflicts, and inciting incident. These opening sections not only present the main characters and their roles to the audience, but also set the overall trajectory of a film's action. In other words, from the very beginning, the screenplay must provide a narrative promise that indicates the path the story will follow, whether it is a heroic journey, a search for truth, a moral struggle, or a character's downfall. Actions in a screenplay are not merely a series of random events. Rather, each action is a consequence of previous actions and the catalyst for those that follow. The last element is an exciting or unexpected event that sets the action in motion. This could be sometimes like losing money or an event that pushes the characters to pursue their goals. The most important point to remember in short film is that the introduction should be minimized. This means it should be as brief as possible, ideally limited to one shot or at most two. The rising action, which takes place in the second act of a short film, consists of 4 key elements: crisis, climax, unexpected twist, and unexpected ending. Now, let's focus on the first part. Crisis. The crisis must be significant enough to drive the story toward the climax, which in a short film happens unexpectedly. First, we establish the main conflict, then introduce an obstacle, followed by the crisis and the character's decision. Ultimately, this choice leads to dramatic consequences. The climax, the second part of the rising action in the second act, is where the story reaches its highest level of intensity. This is the most exciting, shocking, and crucial moment of the film. Usually, an unexpected twist takes the story in a surprising direction, shifting the narrative in an unforeseen way. On the surface, it may appear to contradict the story progression so far, but at its core, it remains deeply connected to the main storyline. In fact, an unexpected twist should instantly and completely overturn the situation. The unexpected ending, which sometimes also includes the resolution and climax, is one of the most important elements of a film. Finally, the resolution, which occurs in the third act, answers all the questions that remain unclear for the audience. Now I'd love to hear your thoughts. What do you think of the structural breakdown I provided at the beginning of the video? Let me know in the comments, and if you have any suggestions for the next short film analysis, please write it in the comments, and don't forget to like this video.